Good morning, everybody. This is Apeoftheyear once again, and today we're gonna fly in this beautiful landscape, in this beautiful lighting, this wonderful morning. And yeah, I will start the machine now. And this is once again a live commentary. So yeah, I will. This time I will take the F4. I have the. Somebody asked me to fly the LA. I will do that. But with the LA, I need to figure out the configurations, because they have some additional flaps that you have to use. And I will need to ask a friend of the JG26 to explain it to me again, because I already forgot it all. And yeah, I will have to freshen up on all that before I can do the video with this plane. And of course, once I have figured it out, I will do a tutorial how to take off with this machine and stuff. So I will add it to my takeoff library, so to speak. So and yeah, this takeoff library, by the way, is very useful for me myself. I use it very often when I forgot about a plane. Yeah, but now I will just taxi over there, making sure that the prop pitch is set right, because you see how the automatic prop pitch is lowering sometimes, and this makes it very hard when taxiing and taking off and stuff like that. So over there we have some fires showing us where to go. We are once again on the plowed field. Somebody told me that this is a way to say it in the last video. All right. So now we're gonna put the landing lights on. We are going to put the prop pitch automatic again, and we're gonna take off. So gear is in, and just as a quick reminder for everybody who is not familiar with the F4, the F4 can go up to a manifold pressure of 1.4, but only for 1 minute, which is not correctly modeled in this game. You should be able to run 1.4 for about 5 minutes. But the thing is, the developers in this game, they use the actual manuals as input for this, and there are lots of sources from actual pilots that claim that you could use 1.4 in some situations for something like 5 minutes, and they did not really, take a look at the manual when they were in a death-threatened, they were having a Russian or whatever kind of enemy on their tail. So they did not look in the manual for how long they could use maximum manifold pressure. So they used it for a few minutes longer, actually. And they still managed to keep the engine intact. So it should be able to run 1.4 for a little bit longer, at least from the sources that other people told me about. And in the actual manual of the plane, there was a recommendation of only using it for 1 minute, and right here in the game it breaks apart exactly like in the manual. After 1 minute, this is a little bit too much. Should be reduced, or the amount of time should be increased. So, but take a look at that wonderful summer map. looking very beautiful. So now I'm going to fly over to the front line. Let's take a look at the situation. Let's take a look at the situation with the players. So we got very many Russian players. And just a bunch of German ones. So I will need a shit ton of altitude if I want to survive long enough. And we'll need to fly very carefully. Alright, we could see. Where's the chance of finding enemies? I will take a look on the server messages and stuff like that, which shows me which objectives are being attacked. And I will just patrol the front line, and I will skip this out until something interesting happens. Alright guys, I think I got myself an enemy. Because just recently this guy, he has been shown on the radar because he was very close to our runway. So I think this is an IL-2 or something. Nope. Definitely a Russian plane, but I can't say what it is right now. Definitely a Russian. The yuck, alright. See what we can do against him. Run on 1.3 ATA for the time being. Still got some additional energy over him. So as long as I'm staying vertical now, he should have a very hard time to follow me. But you have to be very careful with the Yaks. If they use the flaps, then they are very, very dangerous. That was a close one. I nearly got him there. I gotta be very careful. Keeping my eyes open. This guy's probably on TeamSpeak with some other Russians. Some other players, you know, some other Russian players. He has left. Yeah, you always gotta pick the timing for the attack. So you arrive at him at this time when he's gotten very slow. Yep, this was a hit. I heard it. He doesn't seem to lose any liquids. Yeah, no he does. He's going to try some long distance shots if he hits. Oh, he's getting very slow. Now I'm going to attack him. This is a very bad angle for me. We'll go out. And this is basically the very, very safe method of using the 109 against the Yaks. Altitude advantage from the start. And then staying vertical after that. Going in and out again and again. This is basically how you fight a Spitfire in Cliffs of Dover. This was a good evasive maneuver by him. I could have been following him there. But this would have bled a lot of my energy if I would. And like I said, I'm pretty paranoid about all the Russians on the server, so I don't want to get too cocky now. There could always be a bunch of Russians appearing out of nowhere. Especially in this game, people are using very, very good teamwork most of the time. And if you are a lone wolf, you have to be very careful. Here we go. Maybe I'm lucky and he doesn't expect me right now. Ideally, I should have attacked him from the sun. There might have been some hits in there. Oh, what the hell is this? Seems like our... Yeah, that's my ground target. Artillery or flag that helps out a little bit. Wonder how long this guy can stay in the air. All these leaks that he has. Like I said, I don't want to be too cocky now and try to kill this guy fast, because like I said, might be other people arriving in at any point in time. This guy's doing it right. He's always waiting for the good moment to do an evasive turn. And like I said, I don't want to insist on the fast kill here, because that's how you get killed. Coming towards me as soon as I want to attack him, and there's another guy. So now my patience might be paying off. Nope, this is a 109, I think. Yeah, that's another 109, okay. It's just so typical. Whenever you are in a situation where you don't actually need help, Germans are everywhere. And when you're alone against 3 Russians, then there are no Germans to be seen anywhere. So he's trying to drag me into the cloud. As soon as he disappears in the cloud, he's doing a sharp turn or something. Let's see if he's going to go down now. I think I will just leave this guy go if he makes it out of the stall, because he's going to, you know, these are 2 things. First, he deserves to get home safely. He did a good fight. He knows what he's doing. He's doing evasive turns at the right time. And the second thing is, he has a big smoke trail or a liquid trail, so he's venting very hard. And this attracts a lot of people. And, you know, you don't want to be the guy that stays beside a guy that attracts a lot of people for too long. So I'm going to let this guy go now. He's either going to make it home, well deserved, or He's going to get killed by another 109. But I'm pretty sure that there's going to be kind of a furball around this guy very soon. I'm just going to keep my eye on him a little bit. You know, the other guy is going to steal the kill more or less now, probably. And all these tracers and the big smoke trail is going to attract other people, so we are going to take an eye on that. And like I said, I basically know that I defeated him. That's the only thing that matters. I mean, it was not a difficult fight for me. I have to say that it was just a basic thing, using the altitude advantage. And in an F4, you actually, oh, I think it might have been an was this a mid-air collision or something? I think it was. Oh. Seems like the War Thunder guys are coming. The War Thunder people are joining the server. Alright, yeah, and this is just the discipline that you know, this is just how you can use the G2, especially you have to use the G2 like that. In the F4, you can also get into a 1 versus 1 situation where you try to turn with the enemy, if you do it correctly. And if he doesn't abuse the flaps permanently, then you are going to be able to do that. But like I said, with the situation on the server right now, we got so many Russians and a bunch of guys missing on this German side. I don't feel comfortable to do that, because I don't want to be in a fight with one guy and then another guy comes and picks me off. So let's see how it goes. Might take a while before I'm gonna find the next guy, so I'm gonna skip this once again. Alright guys, so I have changed my position at the other spot where I was patrolling for quite a while. Nothing really was happening. I have no idea where the Russians are, because there are quite a lot of Russians, but haven't found another fight yet. Now, right now I am at the spot where I expect enemies to be, because I saw some server messages popping up of trucks and stuff like that being destroyed. And this is something that you have to do if you don't find anybody. Take a look on a map, take a look at the server messages, if you can figure out what kind of objective is being attacked. And you know, because of many people doing this, people are gathering around there then. But yeah, still I haven't found anybody. Problem now is that I'm running out of fuel. I see this down there, I got 150 liters of fuel, so in about 10 minutes I have to go home. I will just see if I can find another guy here, and if I don't, then I'm going to just land at the nearest airfield and take off again in another German plane. And I'm getting contrails again. This is a very, very dumb thing to do when you are alone. So you want to get the middle ground between good altitude, don't having contrails. See if this attracted somebody, maybe even. Yeah, I'm getting some flak attacks here. Yeah, well, I think in the next round I'm going to use a fighter plane with a bomb attached to it. Going to go for these ground targets, these tanks on the ground there. Oh, there we got somebody. This is probably a Russian because he doesn't get flag. It would be a nice thing to have another fight in this sortie. So I want to... Oh no! Once again, on trail. So this guy has seen me 100% sure. Such an idiot, I always forget about it. It seems like a Russian plane to me. And he saw me, of course. Making me scared a little. And I'm going up again. And yeah, you see why it is so important not to have contrails, because this guy probably would have been a very easy kill. Wouldn't I have given my position away with the contrails? So he's dragging me a little bit into enemy territory, a little bit deeper. It's a sign that he's going to tell some friends right now about me. Oh, there's going to be the evasive turn very, very fast, isn't it? What the hell? So he seems to have been... Ooh, yeah, he doesn't have the energy for that. But I need to be careful. It's like I said, now he's trailing. And help is going to arrive shortly, I'm pretty sure about that. Going to go in for another attack. So now this guy's going down. If he doesn't, he's the luckiest guy in the world. Or maybe he just exited. That's also a possibility. So, but now I will have to go home. 100 liters of fuel. And I will directly start another try with the bomb. Try to go for some ground targets in the next one. So once again, skipping it out. Keep the length of the video down a little bit. So see you in the landing and in the next sortie, probably. Just on the way home, I'm taking a quick look at the ground targets, if I can see them. Should be right above them. There are some things on the ground. Yeah, this is just a village. Some anti-air positions. Not quite sure how the ground targets look. I just wanted to figure that out. As a little bonus, I'm going to give you this low altitude view of this new landscape. And it's just so beautiful. Black is shooting at me, so I'm going to increase my speed just for a little time. Not for too long, of course. Going to go back on 1.3. And I'm going to head for Verbovka now. Fuel is looking good, 100 liters. For everybody who's wondering why the proportions of the fuel are like that, you see that? It's the 4, the 3, 2 and the 1. I cannot show it to you with the mouse, unfortunately. I hope you know where the fuel thing is. It's this little yellow thing with the liter below it. There's liter there. And the reason that it is like that, and it's not linear, but in this very strange proportions, is because it is, the reason for this is the shape of the fuel tank. And the fuel tank is shaped like, so it gets thinner on top, and the thing that indicates the amount of fuel that is swimming on the fuel, more or less. There's a lot more fuel at the lower parts of the fuel tank, so this is why the proportions are like that. So even though it looks like the fuel is completely empty, actually you still have 10 minutes to fly, something like that. So once again, I'm gonna skip this out, it takes too long. So we arrived at the runway, at the airfield. I'll do the usual approach strategy that I always do, and I'm going to land this machine then. So let's do it like that. Anton, in my other documentary of a pilot's life kind of video series that I'm doing. So Anton on the Russian side, he's going to train in the LA5 soon. And this guy, he is he basically has, how much kills does he have? I think, yeah, he has now 3.5 kills. So basically 2. The other guy, I really deserved that kill, but the other guy decided to crash into him, which is also a way to get the enemy down on the ground. And so I'm going to call this German guy here Hans Dietrich. Hans Dietrich von Wallenstein. Some guy like that. Guy brainwashed by Nazi ideology. And yeah, let's see how long he is going to live. Next sortie I'm going to take out a bomb. So I'm going to see if there is a plane with a bomb available. I cannot be sure about that. I will see it in just a moment. And now you see that the fuel lamp is also burning right there. So from the moment that the fuel lamp burns, you got around 10 minutes left. Some useful informations on the side there. I'm going to use the flaps. Oh, I don't want to use them that much. I'm going to raise them a little bit like that. I don't want to get too slow. As soon as you approach 200 kilometers per hour, you are getting too slow. You can touch the ground with a lower speed than that, but I don't want to be below 200 kilometers already. So see if we can get a nice smooth landing in here. And of course this German plane decides to bump up a little bit, even though I did it so smoothly. And clear the runway as fast as possible, turning on the lights just to make sure that nobody crashes into me now. And here we go. So, sortie number 1 with the F4, pretty successful, and I'm going to directly hop into the next plane.